We had a study session that went a little late, but now we are starting the Planning Commission meeting for the City of Pacifica for February 16th, 2016. And if everyone can take their seats or exit the room if you're talking, that would be great. And we'll try to move through this quickly. We'll start off with a roll call, please.
Commissioner Vadalos?
Here.
Commissioner Cooper?
Present.
Commissioner Campbell?
Here.
Commissioner Niblin?
Here.
Commissioner Evans?
Present.
Commissioner Gordon is not here tonight.
Okay, a salute to the flag, and if Commissioner Evans could lead it, that would be great.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and again, I'd like to express my thanks for the crowd tonight and the patience they've exhibited. All right, we're going to start with a approval of the order of agenda. Okay, Commissioner Cooper.
I move that we approve the order of agenda.
Commissioner Neblin.
I'll second.
All right, we've had a motion and a second. Please vote. All right, unanimous passage. Approval of the minutes for January 19th, 2016. All right, Commissioner Evans.
I move we approve the minutes for January 19th, 2016.
Commissioner Vadalos.
I'll second.
All right, we've had a motion and a second. Please vote. All right, that's unanimous. And let's approve the minutes of February 1st, 2016. Commissioner Evans.
I also move we approve the minutes for February 1st, 2016.
All right, Commissioner Cooper.
I'll second the motion.
Had a motion and a second. Please vote. Okay, unanimous.
I'll abstain. I wasn't here for that meeting.
Thank you, Commissioner Neblin. All right, and that passes. All right, let's see. Designation of liaison to the City Council meeting.
So we have one appeal that's being heard next Monday. It's the appeal of the coastal development permit for the demolition of 320 Esplanade.
Okay, I think I'll take that one. Thank you. And moving on to oral communications.
If I may just jump in front.
Sure.
We didn't touch on the closed session report, but just to make sure that we crossed it off the list. We actually didn't have a quorum for the closed session, and so there's nothing to report out of closed session.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor, and apologies for having you come out without a quorum. All right, moving on to oral communications. This portion of the agenda is available to the public to address the Planning Commission on any issue within the subject matter jurisdiction of the Commission that is not on tonight's agenda. The time allowed for any speaker will be 3 minutes, and if you wish to speak, fill out one of the orange cards in the back and then come on up. I have 2 cards. Yeah, okay, Tom Clifford.
Evening again, Commission. I just wanted to check in and find out if you have had any updates from staff in terms of the comments and questions I had sent off to you. I know you can't answer me now, but if you have had some of those, maybe at some point you could tell me what you think about the questions and comments that I sent earlier. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you. All right, and I think this is for oral communications. Yeah, Dan Stegnick.
Thank you for hearing me again, Commissioners. I'm going to talk briefly on 3 topics we discussed over the last year. Number one, about 10 months ago, we talked about adding renters within 300 feet to those who were noticed on the Planning Commission. At the time, I believe Planning Director Wehrmeister said it wouldn't be a significant additional burden. 10 months later, we've got homeowners that received 5 different notices to this meeting tonight. An average of 3 letters received, 2 addressed to previous APNs, and everyone got a nice little occupant letter, but still no renters. You know, we've had renter issues in the last year with people getting evicted that were 26, 27, 30-year resident renters. So these people are also long-term residents here. Number 2, on code complaints, if there could be some sort of notification from planning that you received a code complaint, maybe what the disposition of it was, whether you're too busy to address it or you investigated and found it without merit, just some sort of notice that that paperwork was actually received. Number 3, I'm going to talk about a meeting we had, I believe in August. We had a phase 1 of an overview of the planning process with a PowerPoint up there. And about 2 months later, we had phase 2 of an overview of the planning process where a specific example of a non-appealable administrative decision would be the grocery outlet sign. That was listed as essentially a case study of what would be a decision that wouldn't come in front of the commission. Because I believe it was under a mall master plan, and it was non-appealable, and it would be essentially administrative by planning commission. How did that sign end up so huge on that building? Because it absolutely does not meet code. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Okay, onward. There's no consent items tonight, so we're going to go right to the public hearing. We've got a site development permit, coastal development permit, and a sign permit filed by David Blackman, agent for the property owner David Colt, to construct 4 detached motel rooms in conjunction with a 1-lot subdivision on a vacant lot at 500 San Pedro Avenue in Pacifica. The project site is located within the coastal zone. The recommended CEQA status is a categorical exemption, and the proposed action tonight is to approve as conditioned.
To the chair, could I just make a comment before we consider this item?
Sure.
Thank you. I actually wasn't here for the initial, this is a continued item, and I wasn't here for the initial consideration of it, but I have reviewed the staff reports and taken a look at the minutes, and I feel like I've got enough of a background to meaningfully participate. So I do intend to participate, notwithstanding that I wasn't here when it was originally presented.
That's great. Thanks for the effort. Okay, staff report, please.
Good evening, Chair Campbell and Commissioners. For the record, I'm Catherine Farbstein, Assistant Planner, and I will present the project tonight. This project was continued from the last Planning Commission meeting to allow staff and the applicant to resolve issues regarding the North County Fire Authority conditions of approval, security issues, need for additional on-site parking, and appropriate signage. Staff met with the applicant on-site and obtained new information from the applicant in response to some of the fire code issues raised in the conditions of approval. In the staff report, each fire code condition of approval has been addressed by Deputy Chief Johnson. 5 conditions of approval have been eliminated. Deputy Chief Johnson is available tonight to answer questions regarding the recommended conditions. Staff has addressed the security, parking, and signage issues in the staff report as requested by the Planning Commission. 5 new conditions of approval are recommended to address the concerns raised by the Commission and to ensure that the remotely managed motel, actually Commissioner Gordon's phrase, operates with minimal impact to the neighbors. Staff provided copies of an email from a concerned neighbor previously sent to the Commission, but I gave you all hard copies tonight on the dais. My presentation is finished. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
All right, any questions for staff? Okay, I'm not seeing any, so we'll bring the applicant up. You have 10 minutes.
I think we've worked out all the bugs that I had a problem with, and I want to kind of start and say that Tina was wonderful in helping me through this, and Catherine, and I also want to apologize to Mr. Johnson. Sometimes I'm a little harsh. Sometimes a lot of this is personal, and I know he's in the right place, and I think we've worked everything out really nice, and I'm going to wait and see if you guys have any questions, and I think it's an incredibly awesome project. It's small. We came up with the least amount of traffic, and I think it's an asset to Pacifica, and I'm waiting to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll answer any questions.
All right, any questions for the applicant? Okay, I'm not seeing any, so let's open up the public hearing. I don't see any cards up here. If anyone wishes to speak on this, you can fill out a card. Mr. Clifford, do you want to?
It's on my card.
It's on your card.
I put a whole bunch down here.
Oh,
He's recycling his car.
you did, actually. My apologies. I didn't catch the
That's
third one.
okay.
All right.
If they have worked out all the bugs, I have nothing to say but good things about this project. So it sounds like everybody's on board. You've got your questions to ask, and please ask them. But personally, I think this is a good project and should go forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I don't see anyone else up here for public comment, so I'll bring it back to the commission. If anybody has, all right, Commissioner Evans.
Thank you, Chair. Number one, after reading through this.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Technically, to the applicant, wish to respond to that? I didn't think so. Okay. Commissioner Evans, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Thank you, Chair. After reading through this and after going through the meeting last time, first of all, I want to commend both the applicant and our fire chief for excellent work on working it out. Thank you so much. I appreciate the effort. And I think we could have got there last time, but personally, I wanted to make sure it's all down in writing and everybody's happy with everything. And it addressed all my concerns. It addressed the road width and addressed the percentage of grade allowed, and addressed the turnaround or didn't need a turnaround. So I appreciate all that work, and like I said the last time, this was the only hang-up I had. So thank you.
Commissioner Cooper, thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to reiterate that as well. I think it's great that we have a builder who's willing to work with our city. I know he gets frustrated once in a while with the process, but in this case, you know, I was really uncomfortable in the last one that you guys hadn't had a meeting of the minds and hadn't worked out these safety concerns. Again, I think we iterated it before, is that safety is our primary concern here for our residents, as well as the development of the area. Before I move on, I'd like to ask Chief Johnson if he had any comments or concerns in regards to the application. You might have to go to the front.
I have none at all.
You have none at all? All right.
We're fine with what's here.
And again, I really appreciate you coming down twice. I think that's wonderful that you're able to come down and meet with us. That's all I had. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I'd also like to thank Chief Johnson for coming out. Really appreciate the effort and efforts made here. And looks like the issues that we had about fire code have been addressed. So, project looks good to me. Any?
Make a motion.
Make a motion? Oh, sorry, Commissioner Cooper.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to make a motion to move that the Planning Commission find that the project is exempt from CEQA, approved site development permit PSD 792-15, coastal development permit CDP 349-15, subdivision SUB 225-15, and sign permit S113-15 by adopting the attached resolution for the proposed 4-unit detached motel and 1-lot subdivision at 500 San Pedro Avenue, including conditions of approval in Exhibit A, and incorporate all maps and testimonies into the record by reference.
Commissioner Vadalos.
Second.
We've had a motion and a second. Please vote. And that passes unanimously. Congratulations, you have an approved project. And anyone aggrieved by the action of the Planning Commission has 10 calendar days to appeal the decision in writing to the City Council. All right. Onward to Commission communications. Commissioner Cooper.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know that I went to the City Council meeting in regards to the appeal for the AT&T towers, and I thought they had some, it was a long discussion, but I think it was a very good discussion of the same issues that we brought up as a commission, and I thought they were really well discussed and maintained. It did end up passing, so just thought I'd share that news with you.
All right. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. Staff communications. Okay. Well, Commissioner Bartolos.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Commissioner Nevlin. Yes. Okay. Motion second. Please vote. And that passes unanimously. This concludes the meeting. Thank you.
Show up and everything.